slip into the shadows where horror lurks behind every corner. This is 80 Days of 80s Horror. Ready your nerves and let the darkness embrace you.
On this episode of 80 Days of 80s Horror, I watched Street Trash. And yes, this made me question this whole 80 Days of 80s Horror situation. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Welcome to Blood Brews. Street Trash is a 1987 horror comedy running 1 hour and 42 minutes. Directed by Jim Moreau. What's this film about, you ask? In the shadowed alleys and forgotten junkyards of Brooklyn, a sinister wave of contaminated liquor sweeps through the community of drifters, leaving a trail of despair and affliction in its wake. Okay, so definitely don't let your kids see this. It has offensive language, nudity, sexual content. It has body grossness and it's just a grotesque, dirty, nasty, dingy movie. Viewer discretion advised. With that being said, fun fact, the word f*** is spoken 128 times in this film. Go figure. On the gore scale, we're gonna have to go ahead and say this film is bloody. We got people exploding, melting. We got people getting stabbed. Smash or pass, you ask? I would probably pass on this one, only because of the fact that the story was really messy and kind of all over the place, and the offensive humor left me scratching my head more than laughing and wondering why this was even in the film. There was a scene of Keep Away where they'd cut someone's junk off and were throwing it back and forth to one another, trying to keep it from them. But it just kind of seems so over the top and ridiculous. How could it have been any other time other than the 80s that this film was made, right? I would give this film a 3 out of 10, based off of the messy storyline and the B-movie feeling throughout the film. It kind of felt like it was a notch above The Toxic Avenger, just because it had a little bit better quality than it in every way, as far as the acting and the way it was shot, and the practical effects just were what kind of kept me interested and involved with this film. Still, not enough to make it a must-watch for me. Thank you for watching this episode of Blood Brews Back to the 80s. I appreciate everyone for watching, and if you have any recommendations for any films for future episodes, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and have a very good night.